Bung bung. What's up, guys? So I ended up losing Tony because of my own technical difficulties. See, I didn't have the full version of Zoom. I was on the free version of Zoom, so our call timed out. The first guest we've had, that was the first guest we've had since the change to the only movie reviews as the format. The first guest we've had, I time it out, so that won't happen again. I've got the subscription to Zoom now, so figure that out. But Tony was just absolutely lovely, as you could hear just then. You know, he had a lot of energy. He's very funny, a lot of stories, and he, you know, to take the time out to be on the show was awesome. So shout out to Tony. Thank you so much for coming on the show. But we didn't get to finish the review of the American Society of Magical Negroes. So I just wanted to go through the rest of my thoughts on there. Tony said that he enjoyed it, and I didn't really get the chance to disagree with him there, because I mean it was brutal, man. It was brutal to sit through. I had to pirate it, you know. I had to use a VPN, so none of you guys are going to even need to avoid this, because it's not even on any of the streaming platforms in Australia. Tony said he caught it on a plane. I think it's coming out on Apple TV this month, I think, even. So yeah, you guys can avoid this on Apple TV. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. This dude gets recruited. He's an artist. He gets recruited into this society, the secret society of magical Negroes, man. And it's really the trope of the magical Negroes that you see in movies. You know, John Coffey from The Green Mile. You've got The Legend of Bagger Vance, Will Smith. You know, John Coffey grabs Tom Hanks' junk and like shows him visions and shit. And I just don't know what it would take. What it would take for me to just randomly grab a white man's junk. Would it take magical powers, or would it take them offering me a gig? I don't know, dude. But it's taking the piss really from those characters and the fact that there are historically so many of these characters in film. Their whole purpose is to assist the white man or make them happy or help them be happy. And while this guy's going through this journey or whatever, and they're actually magic, it made me question whether it was reality for him or whether it was his own mental illness and him, you know, navigating his fear of living in American society through imagining this whole secret society and that he's got magical powers and shit. It was almost like Get Out. It was like a try-hard version of Get Out. Like Get Out nailed this social commentary of the fear that you feel being a black man in Australia. Absolutely hit it out of the park. And then this tried to do that same commentary in a different way, of course, and it just, to me, it flopped. To Tony, maybe it was good. It explored the intentions of everybody. And why are you doing this? Why did you decide to accept this invitation into this society? Did he not feel that he could exist? Did he not feel accepted by society? I don't know. They didn't really go into it, but they did show that once he actually voiced his concerns, his fears, and he self-actualized, he actually felt the courage enough to do that. He was able to feel that his mission was complete and leave the society. And I don't know if it was an intentional misdirect, but it was so focused on the magical black man that you didn't even realize that there was a strong female behind him the whole time, sort of helping him through his journey, which is another stereotypical trope in movies. In almost every movie, there is a strong woman supporting the male lead or a strong man. and that was in this movie. You didn't really notice it until they actually spelled it out for you in the final 5 minutes of the film. And I thought that was I actually liked the ending. A lot of times I say I don't like endings. It's hard to wrap up a film. I thought they actually wrapped this up pretty well. It's a shame that the rest of the film sucked so hard though, man. I didn't think it was like heaps on the nose. Like a lot of people in other reviews that I've seen and read didn't respect or didn't like just the commentary of the fear of being in America and being around white people and serving white people. But it wasn't so much that social commentary. I don't think it was lazily executed. They just didn't hit it hard enough to say that it's based on that movie role. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. It was really based on the role that gets played in movies by black people. It wasn't so much the actual social commentary of black men in America. Maybe it was, but I didn't take it that seriously. And so that's why I wasn't offended by it. I didn't think it was a film trying to be woke. I think it was a film trying to poke fun of that black role in cinema. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the idiot. But it didn't upset me. It didn't upset me. The one speech that sort of made him reach his self-actualization reminded me of the speech that I hated so much in Barbie. I'm glad that I've seen it because I compared Barbie so many times to black films and saying like, oh, you know, they're forcing it down your throat, you know, like the feminism thing. I hated that speech by America Ferrara in Barbie. And then this dude, I forget the actor's name, but the main character in this, he had a speech like that. And it came really out of the blue. The dude basically told him like, hey, this is about diversity. I need your black ass on the stage. He didn't say it like that, but that's what he was saying. And that triggered it. But like he hadn't expressed enough throughout the film the way that he actually felt in society to deliver such a dramatic speech with the purpose of being poignant, which it really didn't end up being. I didn't think it hit hard at all. I sort of was just like, Jesus, dude, where'd this come from? Is this because, you know, he was chasing this bitch the whole time and he couldn't get her? That's what it felt like, man. Like, you're upset that this dude likes the girl that you like. That's like, you know, primary school shit, maybe high school, but not even, man. I don't know. It was wild. I didn't like it. I liked the CEO of the company they worked for as like a tech CEO, and he was pushing the stereotypes of how modern CEOs talk and the language they use and the reframing of a scandal and rebranding of a business post scandal, and just the way he was talking. He was Australian as well, with a real dickish Australian accent. I don't even know if the actor was Australian. I doubt it because the accent was so dumb. But he was my favorite character, was the CEO of Meatbox. So it was like a meat as in MEET, and it was like a Facebook type of thing, social media called Meatbox. So dumb. Yeah, man. But I've talked ad nauseum about workplace relationships. I've had a couple of them in bars and one in like a retail environment, and they never work out. And this guy wanted to start one in this movie. And you know, it helps to have magical powers. I think it would help. Maybe one of the workplace relationships that I have had would have been more successful had I have had magical powers. I think magical powers can maybe make almost anything successful, depending on what that power is. But if I can just transport you to where I want to transport you, or make laptops appear or whatever, you know, I assume that means I can make things disappear, like my phone. If you're looking through my phone, I can just like, bing, you know. Oh, what happened? I don't know. You imagine it. Just ultimate gaslight is make something disappear and then say they imagined it. That is gaslighting. That is Olympic level gaslighting. Shout out to the Olympics, man. And yeah, man, if I could transport someone anywhere in the world for my first kiss, like, so if it was me and Rach, we've had a few days, we still haven't kissed for some reason, you know, because we work together. We're in this awkward thing. And then I'm like, man, I could just take her anywhere for a kiss. Man, I think it would be like it would be a boat. Rachel loves boats, so it'd be like a yacht in like what's that country? Croatia. People do like sail Croatia. Maybe I'd do that. I'd take us to a boat, a big yacht, private, out there. Give her a kiss. How's that sound? Is that romantic? It fucking should be. Have I hit on someone boldly in public? Well, yes, I guess like every time, when you're out chasing tail when you're young. That's in public, but that's fully liquored up. There's no risk really involved with it. I would say, yeah, the girl in the shoe store, I've talked about that too. I went in there shaking, man, but I was like, I have to do this. I have to talk to this chick. She gave me her number, and she's like, oh, but I've got a boyfriend, so we can be friends. And I was like, yeah, all right. But then I texted her. I was on some grimy shit, but I texted her and I was like, I don't really care about your boyfriend and you shouldn't either or whatever. We should catch up. Something gross. She never responded. Good for her and good for that guy. He found himself a good one. Maybe I should teleport him. I'll teleport him to Skid Row. Make him homeless. Bang, I'm back up in his girl's guts. Oh, man, that's sick. Anyway, I can only give this like a 3.5 out of 10 because it just, it was hard to sit through and I don't think they got the message across the way they wanted to or the way I expected them to or the way other people expected them to. The discourse between my thoughts and the thoughts of most people like seemed like I watched a few YouTube reviews, read some reviews. People seemed really offended by it and I don't think it was meant to be that. But like I said, I'm an idiot. My IQ's like, I don't know, 11 or something. So maybe I'm wrong. But you guys know what it is. It's welcome to the Poddy on everything. Make sure you follow, rate, review, share, subscribe, all that shit. I need you to share the show. We need to grow this thing, baby. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. And as always, bung bung.
Comedy, action, or horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's Reviews.
And look at this. You know what this is? It's a picture of me in like 93 with an illustration of me from 86.
What's the illustration of in 86?
It says the Tony Woods Butt Naked Tour.
When did you start?
In it, what does it say? Yeah. It says Cole showing his ass all over the world. I started like around the third Thursday of May. Nah, I started at 86, man. I can tell you because you're 1986, the third Thursday in May of 1986. I usually don't tell people that, but nah, fuck it.
I've got that effect on people. People trust me.
Yeah, and plus, I get mad at my mom because she don't want people to say her age at her birthday parties. I'm like, but you've been here, you did it, you did the damn thing.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, yeah, because I like a lot of comedians they go, man, I've been doing it for 5 years. Whatever, motherfucker. Doing what, bitch? That's just me, man.
So you're on the road right now?
Yeah, I'm in New York right now.
And where are you? Are you usually down in Maryland or where are you based?
Like, okay, I'm in DC, but what that is, I'm in an area called Silver Spring, and it's a suburb of Washington DC. And ironically enough, within a 1 mile radius, not even a half mile radius, myself, Tommy Davidson, and Dave Chappelle, and who else did you know from around there? Judah Freelander, you know the guy who's on
30 Rock.
But anyway, man, what's happening? How you feel today, man?
I'm feeling good. It's late. I'm a bit tired. Where are you performing this weekend? I've got a friend in New York just for the week.
This is the special I did for Netflix. Dave produced it, but it ain't came out yet. How are you doing? Tonight I'll be at the Comedy Cellar twice. and I'll be at Rodney's place. It used to be Dangerfield's,
Yeah.
but they just call it Rodney's place now.
Okay. I'll text my friend and see if he can get over to one of them because he's just in New York for 2 weeks. So
It's not Mickey D.
nah, he's touring with Jim Jeffries at the moment in Australia. Yeah. So
They
we
they
were
said,
just on the road last weekend. And now he's on the road with Jim Jeffries. That would have been nice, but
that's what's up, man. And
yeah.
what about what's his name? Tom Gleason.
I've never met Tom before. Yeah, I mean him
Tom
all over the TV though.
Tom Gleason is funny, man, because we were on the road like 6 weeks down there, and I was like, where do I know this? Like, because he's got an Australian accent, red head, but I'm like, that's what Richard Pryor would sound like if he had a Australian accent. I was like, I know that. The cadence and stuff like Richard Pryor, which
Yeah.
good thing.
Um,
And
when was the last time you were down here?
I haven't. The last time I came down, they brought me in fucking August. Can I curse on this show?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the last time they brought me here, man. I was there in August, and dude, in August it's winter over there. Well, I'm freezing, but it was chilly.
Cold enough.
So look, yeah, I'm gonna show you something, man. I'm gonna show him too. Look, I get back, so it's like October, and it starts to get chilly here. Now, I hadn't unpacked them bags. I didn't need them when I got back because it was summer.
Yeah.
So I took out a jacket and a same scarf I had on over there. And I was going to a show, and like on the way, I'm like, fuck, like something bit me. Did the show. By the end of the show, on my neck, this big, man. I did a show that weekend with Russell Peters. We did the whole weekend, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. Then I go to this urgent care place, and the guy was Indian. He goes, "Ooh, it's quite angry." That just means it's hot.
Yeah.
And he lanced it, and like a big nasty oyster or something came out. Look, I'm gonna show you. You see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So boom, they do the biopsy, man. Right? This is before the pandemic. They hit me, the CDC, which I never heard of. CDC hit me. They said, "Hey, thanks, man." And they was like, "Where you been?" I said, "I was," because it had been like 3 months. I wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah.
And they said, "Yo, should dress, come over to your house. We're gonna spray your shit and this." And they said, this is just crazy. They like, we don't know how you could have run across the spider from Australia. And when I said, I was just in Australia, they're like, sure you were, buddy. You they were
You
like,
know
you
what the
probably stole
spider
somebody.
was?
It was the spider, the main spider, the big bad spider y'all
Oh,
got.
like the white tip or something.
The little one. He was
Yeah.
in that fucker had been in my luggage
Oh my.
since August. I'm gonna send you the pictures. I got them saved in my phone.
Oh.
It was man. It was big as shit.
You know what's crazy? They know a tourist when they see one.
I wasn't a tourist. We was on the road show.
That
We
counts.
went to.
That
I
counts.
guess so.
I've never been bitten. I don't know anyone that's ever been bitten by one.
Me neither. But I got a whole bunch of never done before. So and when I was in high school, me and my friends saw a UFO. Bam. And most people they UFO, they just a UFO, and they say, no, cause I was landing, and then another little one came out, circled us, and then went as it was going down. It started to rain so hard, like it was coming down. Everybody running in cars and everything. Pull out the parking lot, and bam, son, stop raining. And guess what? No one had water on their car. No one had water on their car. No one had water on them on that person.
And where was it? Was this
So
in Maryland?
it was in Maryland. It's a place called Columbia, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like in between DC and Baltimore. This is suburbs. Like it was like hot news, man. We get back to go to school, and I tell Dr. Watson that was one of I don't know what well, I don't know what he told, what his class was. He was cool. That and I'm always the guy who got a story. And this girl Leslie, shout her out of here, because you know what? Leslie's a wonderful person, but I have not spoken to her since then. Because she said, "Oh no, that didn't happen." Like I went into detail about everything that happened, the rain, the little scout ship that came out. And she said, "Nah." And then she told me and my buddy Tim, because we both saw it. And she said, "My mother told me not to mention it ever again."
She said that.
That's what Leslie said
Ah,
that her mother said, because I guess it shook her.
yeah,
Whereas me, whereas I was like, "Hey man, you ain't gonna believe what I saw, cuz."
yeah, yeah. It's there's a
and
bragging
then
rights almost.
and then when I was in the military on training
You're in the Navy?
exercise, yeah, I was in the Navy, but we corpsmen medics for the Marines, so I was never on a ship, never did that. I joined the Navy to travel. I didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I was I was with the Marines. We were doing training, and we heard. I do a joke about it, but I don't say I'm in the military. As a matter of fact, I say the guy was Native American,
Yeah.
and I said we was around the campfire and we was smoking weed, and we heard the noise, and he goes, "Sounds like Sasquatch," like that, like a stereotypical voice. And I say, "Yo, man, you gotta blow the smoke out first." And then he goes, "Sound like Sasquatch, dog." But what happened is we heard his. You ever see those little silly shows where they go, "Roo," they do his noise? Well, he did that. He did that, man. He made everybody run. I mean, deers running, and then we have because I had told them earlier that night. I'm like, "Yo, something watching us," and they was like, "Woods, man, stop being scared. Ain't nothing but like a raccoon or something like that." I said, "Nah, I could feel something watching us." And as soon as the next morning when that Bigfoot yelled, all these animals ran that way, and one of them was a fucking mountain lion, a cougar, or whatever you call it.
Oh wow.
I'm like, that bastard was watching us, though. Anyway,
So
but just
are
like
you bad luck or good luck?
that's good luck, man. Shit, they ain't come get me. But that's the main thing. Now, like when you go on those exercises, we was on an exercise to make our own map. So you have to make your own map for the stars and stuff like that. But it's one guy who does know, but he's our guide. He just goes with us, tells us what if we're doing what. He happened to be Native American.
Okay.
But he was from Northern California. He was a surfer from Northern California. So he told me, like, "Yo, dude, listen, man," like that. Which all that made up. And when we got back to base, I was telling everybody about it. And then an officer said, "Hey, you can't talk about that on stage." He said, "This is a need to know base. Like, you don't talk about nothing that happened on this base." And like, "Ooh, yeah, I was at such and such." So it's just that the whole joke is about me and my friends camping.
Yeah, all
But I
right.
never I never actually saw him. But he threw something that went through the trees, like you can hear the branches and shit breaking. Like, if you throw like something through
Yep.
because it was cold. It was cold. So it's like the branches and he was like, he's not gonna do nothing to us. He just want us basically get the fuck out my yard.
Yeah. Warning shot.
Well, yeah, before I put my big foot in your ass. Good. So, and then let me see what else I saw. Of course, I saw the merman in Africa.
A merman
Yeah,
in the water.
that's where they live, dog.
Yeah, well, I'd be surprised whether you saw one on land or in the water. So I just got to check it out. I got to get the
You're in the
facts.
if you're in the grocery store, you're a merman. You're in a
Got
bad
about the
way.
same amount of chance, I think.
Well, this one, like people, the first thing people think is like some kind of cartoon mermaid with hair and all, and it was nothing that was like sexy. This motherfucker was a gangster. He was big, man. His arms, I would say about 12 feet. I mean, his wingspan,
Oh man.
like that's big. I mean, but look at Shaquille O'Neal. Was his wingspan is big too? Michael Jordan wingspan is big. Them big old rugby guys, they got big, and this guy was bigger than that. He was a man. He came out, and it can't really he had eyes and stuff, but he just had a face, and I just remember he had hand, and he looked at us. He didn't say nothing. He just looked at us and went back in the water. It was almost like Fuck out the water,
Where were
dog.
you? Were you on a boat?
I was walking. I was in the water. It's like really rocky. You need those little water shoes. And at the resort, they say don't go into the lagoon after dark. Like they have barriers and everything. But but we went anyway because they have open bar. And we went down there and so it was like a little autistic boy. Well, his mom said he was nonverbal. He was French.
Mm.
And I don't let people do this, but he liked me. He kept he kept touching this right here. It
Yeah.
wasn't this great. Because I was like, all right, cool. And we was like, I was like, give me five. He's just and they were saying like he doesn't really respond to people like that. It's
Yeah.
just cool as shit with me. And like, all right, we're gonna race, like na 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 na. And we all, because everybody's like, we're gonna go down there. So we all go down there, even though we're not supposed to go down there. We all go down there. And me and him, like the first ones out. And we kind of go out there like, yeah, we racing, we the first ones out. Because you walk a little bit and then you get to the part where you can swim.
Yeah.
You feel me? You
Yeah.
walk a little bit. Where we got to the part where you can boop, jump in, yeah. And then you see something coming, like, oh Lord, it's coming. Like what do y'all call sport bikes? Like those.
Oh, like a
Like a
road bike.
ninja. Yeah. Yeah, no. We call them sport bikes like a ninja, like like
Mm.
those. Not like bah, 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 bah,
Yeah,
bah, bah.
yeah,
Like those. Like the ones that you at first you see a speck behind you, and then next thing you know that motherfucker's
yeah,
you
yeah.
like that's how fast he was coming at us. And I thought it was a shark. My mind is racing because I'm like, is it a shark? Is it a dolphin or something? There's no fin, but it's coming so fast. The first thing I thought about was those slick motherfuckers, the orcas. They do
Yeah.
that
Oh,
shit,
yeah. Killer whale. Yeah.
Yeah, like there'll be like a seal on walrus, like sitting on a little ice boat or something. What do they call him? Iceberg. And he see it coming, he go, oh, I'm cool. It must be a turtle or something. And then the last minute, he go, got you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, but I'm still thinking that the water's warm and shit would be in the orcas. And then he went the other way, like coming right at us. And he went that way. I don't think it's just like a small turn. When he went that way, he went like 50 yards, like, and then boom, made a U-turn and it came back and was like, this time he's coming like at us, at us, at us, at us, and then jumped out the water, like opened his arms, looked at us. The water was not that deep. He
Yeah.
didn't make a splash at all. So by that time, everybody else is coming down. And this guy, he's a comedian too. He says, look, what's that, like a submarine or something? How big that dude was. It looked like a small submarine going back
Man,
into the water.
you got to
It was
write the
no
next
joke.
Marvel movie.
I don't know what.
You got to write the next Marvel movie with all everything you've seen. That sounds like Aquaman.
I guess Aquaman would to swim that fast. You couldn't do it with boots on.
Yeah. Um.
They should make it. They should make it how he maybe when he gets back in the water, he morphs into a fish man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's nuts. And who was the comedian you were with?
He got his own comedy club. Alex Cabero. He owns St. Mark's Comedy Club, and it's also a vegetarian place.
Oh, okay.
It's a vegetarian restaurant during the day. Him and his brother, but it's also a comedy club. Look at him, St. Mark. Um, Let me see what else. Oh yeah. So yeah, man, tell your buddy if he hit me up, he can come tonight.
Okay.
Let me see how many. Yeah, and do you do? And so, how long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for 5 years.
You do. I have. It's 5 years and it's something.
Yeah, five times.
Um, but the first time I came over, whenever, what was 9/11? Yeah, that's the first time I came.
2001.
Yeah, me and this guy Greer Barnes, we came over. You know Greer Barnes.
Yeah, yeah,
He's Did you ever see the Joker movie?
yeah.
He's the one who said, "Man, why would you take a gun to a children's hospital?" I'm like, man, get this motherfucker a award. He's like, yeah, that was some fly shit. The fuck is wrong with you, cuz?
Yeah,
Okay, why would you? Fuck, you needed a gun in a children's bitch. You are a joker. Anyway, so what else is saying? Yeah, we came over and then they brought Renee Hicks. Now the first night, boom, so I'll never forget it. I smashed, I killed. I did the festival TV show. And for the rest of the month or whatever, dude, all my shows and my venue sucked animal shit. Yeah, it was Renee Hicks and Sue, I think Sue Murphy. Yeah, Sue Murphy and Greer Barnes.
Yeah.
And I was just I just wasn't getting none. So I was hosting my show because it was my show, so I was hosting the show. And it just I guess they were like, well, he just don't have it.
Just one
The
of those nights.
Susan, yeah, no, it was a fucking month of those nights.
Oh, month of, oh, okay.
But it was the worst group of shows I ever had.
Oh, okay.
And but if I went to do someone else's venue, I would turn that motherfucker upside down, smash it.
Yeah,
But
right.
in my venue, nothing. So when they said, "Do you guys want to do the tours, the road show tours?" And I think it was me, Mickey D, Tripod. You know them Tripod.
Yes.
They're like
Yeah.
a musical
That's
group.
what Mickey D said last weekend. Yep.
The girl who used to do Ethel Chop, and I think Lawrence Mooney or something. But anyway,
Yes, he said Lawrence Mooney. Yep.
yeah. So boom, and they had a new kid, whoever he was, but he's not new no more. But anyway, so we the first place, and then they go, Tony, the show is blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm first. Like, cause I was chilling, cause
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't no way I'm first. It's like, do you ever see this movie called Old Brother Wild Down?
Yeah.
And remember they had been on the run,
Yep.
and they didn't know they was famous, and they walked out there and they go, ladies and gentlemen, the Soggy Bottom Boys. Boom. Because the show I had done had aired on television.
Right. Yep.
Right, but within the festival in Melbourne, I wasn't doing so. I wasn't such a. But boom, these people saw it, and they said my name, and the fucking place erupted.
Wow.
And then boom, I went out there, and then I guess they figured, well, he must have hit a lucky spot. So the next, so the next day, they had me go in second position. Wah, wah, wah. Say my name anyway. So but by the end of the tour, I was closing, and Tripod is a musical act. I was
Yeah.
closing.
Oh, so you're
And
wow.
yeah, I was like, I was Ali. Boom, say my name. Say my name. And so anyway,
And that was your first
yeah,
time in
so
Australia, and you did
for
that.
my first time, I
Yeah,
did
that's
that.
dope.
Dude, I was ready to go home so bad, man, because I just like every night even hosting, I was bombing, son. But I would
The
go by,
festivals are no joke.
yeah. But every other venue, I was an assassin. I would go to the high five bar and go and do some like I was doing so bad. People would go, "Hey, want to do a spot on my show, Tony?" Okay, and then I would set their stage on fire. And they go, "Won't do that again." I know you won't. I don't know what the fuck's happening in my venues, but don't play with me. So anyway, but yeah, the road show was good. Now,
Yeah.
um,
You got any plans to
damn,
come back?
I've never been. I've never been back to Melbourne.
Wow.
I mean, I've been back to Melbourne, but not for Susan Probin. But I've been back to Sydney many times, for the Sydney Festival and for the Perth Festival.
Yep.
They always make me close the galas and stuff like that. We give all the motherfuckers they feel sorry for. They call them the best of the festival.
Yep. Yeah.
The most improved. All right, fuck them. Well, we need no motherfucking trophy. Fuck you. Fuck your trophy. Stick it in your kangaroo ass.
Best, yeah,
That is a
best of the fest. There's always like 3 shows called Best of the Fest.
no. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the actual award.
Oh, right. Yeah, 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 like the Fringe Award.
When Sydney was like being washed away, and the Metro Theater and the M1 Theater had to close down, so we had to do it at the Opera House.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And all the big willies with tea on their breath from England. Even all the big willies from Kangaroo Land. I had to close the show. But then, and then at the end, and I was at the comedy store with my man Jack. He said, "Hey, Tony, where you going?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, we're going to the awards." Like, like I know I'm getting something.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Yo, man, let's just hang out." You know what I'm saying? Me and you. He says, "Nobody say we can smoke inside." I'm like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, you ain't getting no motherfucking award, cuz." Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you getting a standing ovation at the Opera House, motherfucker. But these are the things that keep you going. Because I mean,
Yeah,
just imagine if everything was delicious and gravy all the time. You'd be
yeah.
fat
It wouldn't,
and
and it
lazy.
wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun if it was all
We
too easy
fine,
all
yeah.
the time. Yeah. So, well, did you watch this movie this week? The American Society of Magical Negroes.
No, I saw it on the plane on the way to Tampa last week.
Okay.
It's what was it about? It was good.
It was like
Yes, yeah, it was
yeah,
good.
it's the magical Negro trope in all of the movies, like John
Yeah,
Coffey,
yeah,
um,
like
Bag of
Will
Vance.
Smith, Bag of Vance,
Yeah,
who? It's, yeah, Hattie Mae, all the people. Yeah,
yeah.
there used to be a TV show called James at 15.
I've never heard of it.
I know, man. It's on when I was in junior high school. And he had a black friend. Guess his black friend name was?
What?
Sly.
Sly.
Sly, like Sly the Family Stone.
Yeah,
And he went to an all-white school. And he was the coolest black motherfucker there. And he had his hat, he had a leather cap on. Boom. And he was James's friend. James was like the nerd, kind of a bookworm type of guy. And James is 15 now. Then it turned to James 16. Yeah, I would. I guess if you could Google it or something like, yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see
I'll,
that.
I'll look it up. I like how they all had the pocket watches, like
Huh?
Bag of Vans. It was like their magical, like their entry
Yeah,
into the club.
yeah. Yeah.
And they're all
Walking
they're all
through the
teaching
barber
each
shop.
other like their moves for their magic. And
Yes,
and the
how you
one they
just
kept going
yeah.
to was grabbing their nuts, like John
Uh,
Coffey did to Tom Hanks in The Great
yeah.
Dane.
And because somebody had fucked up the algorithm or whatever, it didn't work.
Yeah,
I mean, he just did.
so he was just grabbing on his nuts.
And my man was like, "Fucking, what the fuck are you doing? This supposed to be some magical shit, but it ain't, man. Somebody done fucked it up." And he thought it was him who fucked up. But I'm glad him and the girl got together
Yeah,
because he met the girl before he got to the job.
yeah,
Remember, he
yeah.
met
He
the
spilled
girl on the
coffee
way
on
to
it.
the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever boldly hit on someone like that in public?
That was like accidental. I have,
What
yeah,
happened?
like I've
You're
said
pretty smooth.
I've
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it went
oh
swimmingly.
I well like where they kind of think that I'm hitting on them, but I'm not hitting on them, but it ends up I guess I am hitting on him,
Yeah,
but it was just like how he did it, like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
But
wasn't
she
looking
ended
at you,
up.
but I
He
mean,
actually had her
uh,
hitting on him at the end of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he said. It was good, yeah. And then like I've been in that situation where I talk about a girl and somebody else go, "Yeah, man, I think she liked me." Get the fuck out of my face. So,
What's the etiquette on that when if it's one of your
but
buddies?
see, that guy was. I've had friends because that guy was an idiot. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was stupid. Yeah, he was fucking ass. This didn't look too stereotypical that I was eating watermelon because I heard it really hydrates you.
That's that's really funny because I was eating watermelon candy while I was watching it.
Boom shagger. I was in Abu Dhabi and we had watermelon juice. Mother, I mean, not it was like an actual juice, not just Hold on, man. Wait. I came to cause yeah. Boom. Look at
Oh yeah. What's
that.
that, mango?
Yeah. Mangoes and kiwis and stuff like that.
Are you
Yeah.
you said something about the vegetarian restaurant before. Are you vegetarian?
No.
No, you
Mm-mm.
just like fruit.
Carnivorous as shit. But today is really hot. I don't know. How do y'all say 101? I
That's
mean, I'm saying, and because you do Celsius, right?
yeah, that's about 35, I think.
Yeah. So it's and I'm in New York, so New York is already like that. All that hot urine is just rising up, son.
Mm.
But I was gonna get a bicycle today and just ride up the West Side Highway by the Hudson River. Yeah, the Hudson River is the one that looks over to Jersey. The
I'm
East
sorry,
River is the
man.
one that, yeah, yeah. The East River is the one that looks over to Brooklyn. You've been here before, right?
Yeah, I went to college in Rhode Island.
Met some girls last night from Rhode Island. They were from Burryville, Rhode Island. Had never met. I was in the Navy with a girl from Burryville, Rhode Island, and even when I meet people from Rhode Island, I go, "Hey, you guys ever heard of Burryville?" They go, "Such place, fucker."
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
never heard of it.
it's a small town.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this girl I know from the Navy was there. She's from Burryville. And she was saying like everybody knew where it was.
Oh
Rhode
man.
Island's already small, yeah.
Yeah, man.
But where'd you go? We went, I guess, Providence.
I went to Bryant University. It's in
Is
Smithfield.
that, oh, never heard
It
that
was
either.
about 10,
Only,
15 minutes out of Providence.
oh, I thought you were going to say it's about 10 or 15 black people.
It was about that, yeah.
Because when I went to Burryville, I was the only one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like the
With,
magical Negro of Bryant University.
yeah, and it was like, yes, and it was like, I was just like on that movie. I'm like, really? You didn't tell these motherfuckers nothing?
Yeah.
What? Like, and I, okay, that's the funny thing is me and her were dating about 2 months.
Okay.
And then
The girl in the
until I
name.
found out, yeah, I found out she's white.
Until you found out she was white.
I didn't know she was white.
What do you think she was?
I just thought she was a light-skinned black girl.
Okay.
She's Italian and she's like, darker
Yeah.
and yeah, darker, at her hips and her lips and everything.
The swag.
No, she had no swag, man. She was just innocent.
Yeah.
She was she was innocent and like, ooh. She probably bitter and rotten now.
What
But
what did she do? What did she do in the Navy?
she she was a corpsman just like I was. That's like a nurse. I doubt she does that now. I don't know what she does now.
Yeah. Because I
If
was gonna
not,
ask you if you'd ever had a workplace relationship.
well, that was a workplace.
That is one.
That was, yeah. And I guess if you date another comedian,
Shit, have you done that?
as a matter of fact, we just broke up.
Oh really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's, we break up all the time, but I think this one might be for real.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and don't you hate it because you miss them so much?
Oh, it takes too long. I'm the
I
worst.
know.
I'm the worst in the game.
And then you get drunk and you call her. You're
Oh,
like, wait,
text,
I said,
call, and text is worse because there's evidence.
yeah. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be holding my own here.
Everything
Every
reminds me of you. Yeah.
I know every girl look like her. And you walk past the window like, she would look nice in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you're killing me. I miss her terribly, but that's all right. Okay. She gets away with too much shit.
They all do.
I know.
That's a fact.
As a matter of fact, right now, she's mad at me for some shit she did. I'm like, how the fuck am I apologizing? What
Jedi
the fuck
mind
happened
trick.
here?
Yeah.
Kind of fucking estrogen bullshit is this? My birthday is in 1 month, September 3rd.
Yep. And what you got on?
I'm gonna have a surprise party for myself on September 1st
Where are you going to be?
at the DC Improv
Yeah.
in Washington, DC. On September 1st, come to Washington, DC with DC Improv. 7 p.m. It's called Tony Woods and Friends. That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
But it's also a combination surprise party for me.
Beautiful. And what? How old are you turning?
I just one motherfucking year older than I was last year.
Like you said to your mother, you've done the damn thing. You should be proud of it.
I ain't done shit. Look at this little ass room.